Very good morning. Welcome to the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. We're all set here for the first test match of the Dutch-Bangla Bank series between Sri Lanka and Bangladesh.
The first of two test matches in the Dutch-Bangla Bank test series. Even test championship points are up for grabs. Out here in the middle for the toss, captain of Bangladesh, Najmul Hussain Shanto. Captaining Sri Lanka, Dhananjay De Silva, and our match referee is Jeff Crow. Shanto will spin the coin. Tails is the call.
Heads it is.
It's a heads. Bangladesh have won the toss. What will you be doing and the reasons for it?
I like to bowl first. Looks a little moisture on the wicket and expecting some swing and seam.
Bangladesh have won the toss and they've decided to bowl first.
Go upstairs and join our commentators.
Here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium with Bangladesh and Sri Lanka.
It's turned out to be a beautiful morning here. The two teams, Liton Das and Zakir Hassan at the top of the order for Bangladesh. Well,
Nishan Madhushka will take the strike for Sri Lanka with the best of 205. And he's alongside the experience, Dimut Karunaratne. As I mentioned, loads of experience, 1600s, 35 50s.
very, very consistent. One of the better opening batters going around over the last 3-4 years, you'd say. Shariful Islam, his extra height. Nishan Madhushka to take strike.
3 sips Lanagali for the left-arm seamer. Started off with a nice channel. Some inward movement to the left-hander Khalid Ahmed.
I think the first session will be challenging.
Edged and gone. Did he take it? Yeah, taken. A delayed celebration from the Bangladeshi fielders.
Pitched up, nice and full, inviting the drive. Madhushka obliges. And it flew. It was traveling. That was a very smart catch. That height, it comes to you not easy. It was hard to decide which way do I go, fingers pointing up or down. Bangladesh strike. They've got Madhushka out very, very early. He's gone for 2. Sri Lanka
On the surface. Short ball. And put away. Quite nicely off the back foot, cut away for the boundary.
Trying another short delivery, pace at 146.2 by young Nahid Rana, but this time it was way outside the off stump. Dimut Karunaratne very strong to the offside square of the wicket. Beaten the previous delivery inside, edge ball pitching up. Prior to that, there was 2 bounces. And taken. That's a rather loose stroke by Kusal Mendes. Was in 2 minds whether to let it go or play at it. And the gully fielder holds on to a pretty easy catch, and Khalid Ahmed strikes for Bangladesh.
That's exactly what they needed, a wicket at this stage. You mentioned about the drinks break. But Khalid Ahmed again has produced a delivery which turned out to be a wicket-taking delivery. Yes, caught in 2 minds, whether to play at it or leave it. Straightforward, off the bound. Just the second attempt, Zakir Hassan takes it. It's a good wicket. He's the one who was looking a little bit shaky. Has to depart. Gone for 16, Sri Lanka 40 for 2. And
Got it! Right through his defences. He didn't know very much about that ball. Ball was angling in. Just missed the bat and struck timber. The 3rd one down for Sri Lanka.
now in trouble. That was brilliantly bowled by Khalid Ahmed because Karunaratne, he's not an easy man to dismiss. He's like a wall. It's a little fuller, draws him into the drive, but the key was it comes a long, long way back, right through the gate and hits off stump. Now that's rocked Sri Lanka. Karunaratne is generally the anchor for their innings. He's gone for 17.
What he needs to do is just try and ensure that while he's bowling those spacey deliveries, they're not a bit offline, because the batter is going to take advantage of that with shots like that. Very well manufactured shot.
Uses the pace, Matthews. Bit of width, and he controls it. He's got his own little style. He'll hop around. Hand-eye coordination has been his strength right throughout his career, Angelo Matthews. But if you bring the text...
Again, feeling for it a little bit. Quite the direct hit. Now they're appealing. Are they going to go and have a look upstairs?
Yes, they will. They are excited, Bangladesh.
Thank you. Right out. Coming up now. Thank you.
Is going to be the...
Sri Lanka's troubles continue. They dig a deeper hole for themselves. Matthews is run out for 5. Come back in. Got him! Got him! That fielder at short leg or leg slip. He comes into play.
They have done their homework brilliantly. They're just having a look at whether the catch was taken cleanly.
He would have had a great view, Chris Gaffney. Not sure. We will have a look, but what about that?
TV umpire to director, we have an umpire review for a fair catch. I've checked both feet, it's a fair delivery. Can we go to your best angle, please? Okay, can we zoom in on that one? Is the ball in his hands there? I can't. It's already carried through. Just go, can you get... Yeah, okay, thank you. I've made my decision for the big screen.
Well, the decision is going to be the red letters once again. OUT. Another one. This is a big breakthrough. It's the wicket of Dinesh Chandimal. Bangladesh have done it once again.
Yeah, Dinesh Chandimal walks back for 9. Half the team back in the pavilion. Sri Lanka 57 for 5 in big trouble.
Beg your pardon? Shot.
Chase for the fielder, and the ball will eventually win the race. Oh, it reached to the fence. Played that on the up. Kamindu Mendes. That looked terrific. Shot of authority after a long time by
Outside edge.
Rocked on his back foot. This time he manages to connect really well. Dhananjaya De Silva will pick up a boundary.
The right areas.
Single taken. The push at the vacant area. End of the over 13 from it. Sri Lanka 92 for 5, and it's time for the players to have lunch. And what a session. Also picked up a wicket, and the fielders, especially in the slip cordon, were outstanding. 5 wickets, 92 runs in this session from 22 overs. It's been all paces of Bangladesh.
What a first session for Bangladesh. Sri Lanka, after being asked to come in to bat first, Khalid Ahmed was all over them.
Yeah, the partnership of Dhananjaya and Kamindu trying to rebuild to find his line and length.
To make a comeback in this test match, anything can happen. Dhananjaya would want to repeat what he has done in the past, especially against the same opposition. The 2 high scores for him, 173 and 166, have come against Bangladesh.
Green pitch on offer with a lot of overnight rain. 5 in that first innings in these conditions, you will be happy. But then they are the ones to follow. Here's Shariful.
And straight away, runs of the first delivery after lunch. It's a long way to go to that total of 270 that you speak about, Russell Arnold. It's also important for them to realize that that should be a boundary. It's turning out to be an expensive over. It just releases the pressure, doesn't it? 100 on the board now for Sri Lanka.
It does. The batters will feel a lot more comfortable. But there's nothing really wrong with this delivery. In that corridor, but soft hands. He picks the gap. There will be moments where you might leak a few runs. He's tried to pull that length back because the previous deliveries, he's been way too full and the batters have just poked him into gaps.
Shot. He missed out in the last over. This is like he screamed it through the cover for a boundary.
50-run partnership, a welcome one for Sri Lanka. It's come very, very quickly, 56 balls. How good a shot is that? Very, very assertive in his movements. That's making a difference. It's not been easy. The ball's been moving around, jagging around.
Again, pitched up and put away, this time in front. Lovely touch. 4 more.
Enjoying watching this batsman go about their business. 57 for 5 when they came together. Everything right about that. He's overstepped. It's been called a no ball.
Well, if the fielder is at the deep point, he's still striking them nicely. He picks up his third boundary, probably the best of the lot. That's through the covers. Lovely, classical cover drive.
Superb. Really good. This one flew off the bat. In good positive stride and making contact right where he should, underneath the eyes.
Looks like there's going to be spin for the very first time.
Ball was jagging around. Comes down the track and goes all the way. That's good shot. Positive signs by Dhananjay De Silva. Only Taijul Islam's gave it a little bit of air. Straight down the ground goes Dhananjay.
That's the way to go about the business. Being positive, using the feet, comes down the track, goes to the pitch of the delivery, meets that right at the middle of the bat.
The ship with some intelligent batting, now reaping rewards. This is another good shot. Slightly short by Taijul Islam, over-correcting his length, and Dhananjay De Silva played it late to end the boundary, end the over with a boundary. 133 for 5.
For left-hander Kamindu. With the width offered and launched onto it. Played that on the up and gets the boundary. So boundary is coming thick and fast now. Runs are coming easily.
The previous over of Khalid Ahmed, similar area, Kamindu Mendy scored 3 boundaries. The first ball he faces off Rana. This was on the up. Beautifully played. Take a look at that. Not much feet movement. Hands following the ball, and that's a good shot.
And nicely played. Kamindu Mendes using the pace of Nahid Rana. Just guides that past that fielder at gully.
The boundaries are leaking after lunch. Using the pace, Kamindu Mendes again short. The gully field have absolutely no chance. There's a deep sweeper cover. But he absolutely had no chance, has no clue as well. He never stepped aside. This has been...
Yeah, talking about scoring big. He can score those big shots. The shot, quick, but he was onto it in a flash.
Helping it on its way. The bouncer was following the body of Kamindu Mendes. He got inside the line, used the pace, used the bounce, just helped on its way. Beautifully played. A rather safe shot. And remember, in the T20 series up in Sylhet, Kamindu Mendes did bat really well in the same venue. Let's continue to do so. Since lunch, this is the 8th Tobin bowl so far. 7 on offer. Too short. That's a freebie. That's a gift for Kamindu Mendes. Hammers it through extra cover.
Making things too easy for the Sri Lankan batters. They were under some sort of pressure, and now they started to release those with those boundaries. And such deliveries makes things a lot easier for the batters to find those gaps. Short outside the off stump, no fielder patrolling the boundary. Easy pickings.
And 46 Kamindu Mendes. What a comeback it's been.
Short pitch pulled away. And that brings up his 50. A well-made 50 indeed from the skipper Dhananjay De Silva. Under tremendous pressure, And that's his 14th 15 Test match cricket. Picked away on the onside. It was there to be hit. And with that 6, Kamindu Mendis also brings up his 50, his second in Test format. Also brings up the 100 partnership for Sri Lanka. A very crucial one for them.
Yeah, second consecutive 50 for Kamindu Mendis. The first he scored against Australia up in Galle in 2022. Gets his opportunity in this Test match in place of Sadira Samaravikrama, and he has grabbed it with both hands. Shot again, helping on its way to the hills. What a shot. 2 sixes of the fast bowler, almost to the same area. He's been superb. Continuing his good structure into Test cricket.
This was even better. That was a long hop though, a fuller one from Nahid Rana. But the best part was the connection off the bat from Kamindu Mendis. He's enjoying it.
Playing with the mind of the debutant. The previous ball was short, so as a batter, you will expect it's next to be full. And full it was, and put away in style. Oh, something about left-handers playing the cover drive, isn't it?
Yes, and Mirage induces an edge. Despite the defensive approach, did very well to get an edge to that one. Close.
That was bowled slightly wide of off stump. Bottom edge. (61) to Mendis now. He's
Just guides it nicely. Goes too quickly for the first. And the ball's going to roll over. Just open the face. So a boundary after a very, very long time.
Dhananjay De Silva, the last ball of last over. He opened the face of the bat. Could have easily gone to slip. It worked perfectly for him. But the fact that the runs were not coming made him do that. Well, he can breathe.
Stepping on the gas once again. Lovely use of the feet. What a shimmy down the wicket, getting to the pitch of the ball, and really superb shot.
Brilliant. So good coming to Mendis. He got inside the line. Previous delivery, he found the fielder, but he goes slightly leg side-ish, which will allow him to use his hands in a different way and hit the ball into a different area. Now that's his highest score in Test cricket.
Fielders. The heat is definitely draining, and every time they're running around the field, picking up the balls, chasing after the balls, it will take an effect on their physical abilities. So they keep on. Oh, just work that away very nicely. You'd think it was a tad cramped for space, but the manner in which played that shot was exemplary.
He's played that a few times. Watchful, no one in the deep, just the slip and the gully. The moment you get it above, that's runs. These are playing your options really, really well. And the fact that
The ball. Appeal. It's coming round the wicket. Don't think so. But then he pitches a short one, which has been put away. Lovely piece of timing. Good work in the deep from Taijul Islam. He's been excellent in the deep.
Yeah, well in control, Dhananjay De Silva. Nicely played, kept it down. Taijul Islam at Skralik certainly threw himself and saved 2 runs here. Yeah, brilliant. The easy decision for the third umpire as well, not been needed to go upstairs for Richard Illingworth. Has not done it. Another short delivery and put away easily. Possibly trying to bowl another bouncer. Sits up nicely. Dhananjay De Silva smashes it. Oh, fine leg for a boundary and brings up the Sri Lankan double 100 as well. 202 for 5. Hobbling around the outside the yaw stump. Nicely played. Should be a couple of runs easy. Mirage going with the angle there. Fine leg was vacant. Coming the Mendis just playing it neat for a couple of runs. So I reckon Khalid Ahmed post-lunch session of 24 overs. Just like that. Just keeping things quiet just outside the off stump. This is good running. Very good running. Both the batters are pretty quick.
Yeah, they're getting so much time, just opening the face of the bat and good running. He knew a couple was on when he played that shot. Again into the gap with that single. The 150 partnership comes in.
Just about the doctor ordered for Sri Lanka. He has gone to an ODI mode. That's a good shot. Using his feet, bisecting that gap. And the big fast bowler, that's a good effort. Rana, the debutant, gave a chase and saved 1 run for Bangladesh. This is good cricket all round. Decent delivery, good shot. A good piece of fielding as well by the debutant.
Yeah, very good effort from Mohammad Nahid Rana. Nicely struck. Again, good use of the feet. Going for the pitch of the delivery. He waited because he wanted to find the gap. Excellent work. He's a tall lad.
Most of the time. But they'll catch up with 2 spinners in their ranks. Just a reminder to our viewers, the artificial lights can be used. So that'll be another tester. And the play can extend it by half an hour.
Sure.
The difference between batting with the new ball in the evening and the morning is the difference. And then try and get the Bangladeshis with the new ball. That's a nice shot. Down the leg side. Clipped away towards mid-wicket. Huge chase from square leg. And Taijul Islam does well. Possibly the foot may have touched the rope, but the effort was fantastic as he sprinted across for about 40 meters. And the umpires will go upstairs to check it out as well.
Again, a very good looking shot. That's the effort from Taijul Islam. I think he might be okay. Maybe another angle will give you a better idea. And was that right foot touching the triangles when he touched the ball is the question. Looked like he might have just touched it. We'll have to wait and see what the umpire thinks. He's done well. What a wonderful partnership. That's exactly what Sri Lanka wanted to see. This session, they've added 125 without being separated. A partnership of 160, getting Sri Lanka in a comfortable position at 217 for 5 at tea.
Not been separated in this session. Dhananjay and Kamidu remain 83 not out and 75 not out.
You know, it's a good partnership. It's a very good partnership. 160 of 200 deliveries. And it is turning out to be a very good one from Sri Lanka. No wickets in the second session. 3 to Khalid in the first sessions. So did Shariful Islam, picked up single wicket. There was a run out, but in the second session, none whatsoever for Bangladesh in the wickets column. Time for tea. Short break and we'll be back.
They showed a lot of resilience, a lot of temperament was shown.
Their work to do. Do they attack? Do they defend? What do they do? There's a question to be answered. Well, they'll have to start with a faster bowler. It's still...
I think it's going to be evenly split somehow. Well, funny old game we keep on saying about cricket, whatever the format is. But then with Sri Lanka, got to make it work for them. With this tremendous comeback they've achieved so far. He's moving into that very comfortably. Very first delivery after tea.
That's been the feature of his innings.
Oh, is that just past the fielder. Lucky shot, gets them 4 lucky runs. Again, opening the face, guiding it very nicely between the 2 slips, straight to the boundary.
But intentional. But that length so good. He's caught on the crease if you want to be critical of Dhananjay De Silva.
Good, pitches it up, and that's angled away, cut, and with the pace of the ball, that's going to race away to the boundary.
Just got the impression that he was searching for runs. Mendes, he'd slowed down comparatively. Tried a couple of big hits against Taijul. Now this should calm him down. Opens the face of the bat. Big open areas there.
An international. Oh, nice ramp that. Wow, this is straight out of the T20.
He's not afraid to play his shots. Now this was in total control. He watched one go by. Sways, eyes on the ball. And now the pressure on the young man. He's not done too much wrong.
Straight away. Lovely shot. Beautifully played. And with that boundary, he goes on to pick up his 100. What a lovely innings this is turning out to be. That is an excellent innings. 7 for 5.
Edged and gone. Would you believe it? Maiden test wicket for Nahid Rana after Kamindu Mendes struck his maiden test 100.
Delivery with that lovely square drive. He nicks one from the debutant, Nahid Rana. It just bounces a little bit and hangs the bat away. And a good catch from Lichun Kumar, that is flying. No real celebrations from him. He knows that he could have bowled a little bit better on this kind of a surface. But he'll be a happy chap to see the back of Kamindu Mendes after making a brilliant maiden test match 100. Gone for 102, Sri Lanka.
Tucks it away on the onside. And with that boundary, Dhananjaya De Silva also reaches to his 100. His 15th test 100, his third against Bangladesh. Beg your pardon, his 11th test 100, his third against Bangladesh. It came at a very crucial stage. They were under tremendous pressure.
Lens.
Short field underneath and taken brilliantly. What a catch. What a comeback by Bangladesh, and it's the man again, Major San Miraj, with a safe pair of hands. And Nahid Rana removes the 2 centurions. This time it's skipper Dhananjaya De Silva.
Yeah, it's the short pitch delivery that has worked in his favor. 142 clicks. And it goes straight into the hands of Madison Miraj, who doesn't drop many. Yeah, look at that reaction from the youngster on debut. First, he picked up the wicket of Kamindu Mendes. This time, as the skipper, he gets his side back in the game. The 2 centurions gone. This time, skipper goes for 102. Sri Lanka.
Looking to bundle out. There you go. Inside edge and given him. And he immediately goes for a review. But the idea was right.
I've checked both feet. It's a fair delivery. Can we go to front on, please? Thank you. Coming up now, Chris. Okay. Definitely touch the pad. So can we... Okay, we've got a gap between bat and ball. And then impact on the pad. Okay, impact is in line, but missing the wickets. I've got no bat involved, and I've also checked the LBW. So you're on screen now. Reverse your decision to not out. Signal now.
Yeah, Rajita survives. There you go. Outside edge. Third wicket for Nahid Rana. He's having a good time now.
Yeah, excellent. Outstanding effort from Nahid Rana, especially in the final session. Now he's picked up his third wicket. They still have 2 more wickets to be taken. Can he pick up a 5 on debut? It's a lovely delivery. Pitching it up, and the batter follows it. Keeper does the rest. So Jasuria goes for 1. It's 265 for 8.
Off the pitch by Tajul Islam. Again, that's the second one. Huge appeal by Luton Das and given. This time, Vishwa Fernando quite happy to walk away, and a very good delivery by Taijul Islam.
He deserved that wicket. Drew the batter forward. One was a touch short, just floating it up, and just outside the line of off, turned away. And he did enough to get a feather to that one. And he was elated. Taijul Islam strikes for Bangladesh. Sri Lanka are now 278 for 9 at the fall of Vishwa Fernando's wicket for 9.
He went across. That's a almost, and comes for the first run. And gone. Ladu Kumara, that's his call. Possibly. But Kasundar, the last delivery, wanted the strike for the fast bowler, remained at his crease. And Ladu Kumara
Thrown in and quite comfortably out of the crease. Look at this miscommunication. There was initially a run, I thought, in it. If he had the support from the other end, was sent back and sold down the river.
comedy of errors. Comedy of errors. Kasundar was waiting to get the strike from the fast bowler. That's why he did not want to go after facing 6 deliveries. Nevertheless, a good recovery by Sri Lanka.
Yes, indeed. They didn't look as if they're going to get it till those 2 centuries in the middle. But prior to that, and 208 is what they compiled. Karunaratne and Kusal Mendes put up 37 initially.
A bowling card for Bangladesh. Khalid Ahmed started really well, picked up 3 wickets. Shariful Islam.
The Bangladesh bowlers did a commendable job after tea. Sri Lanka were well placed. At one stage they were 259 for 5 and then getting bowled out for 280, meaning with that lovely partnership of 202, losing the last 5 wickets for 21 runs. Shariful Islam wicket. Khalid Ahmed was the pick of the bowlers. He picked up those first 3 wickets, but Rana really good for Bangladesh, because at one stage it looked like it looked that if you're willing to spend time in the middle and see the new ball off,
we will have that extension. 20 overs remaining in the day, and at the rate the bowlers do bowl, I think we'll only get about 10 in. Good little passage. Towards the end of that innings, Athar, I just thought the tail should have looked to score rather than just look to take time out, because I think this period is quite important.
the double century partnership between the 2 centurions, and then he looked a different bowler. So left hand right hand combination to start the proceeding for Bangladesh. Gone past with him is Zakir Hassan, who struck his 100 on debut against India. Well, the bowlers, Vishwa Fernando and company, more than capable of spoiling their party. Left arm seamer to start the proceeding. Couple of 2 slips in place, and a gully, and also a leg slip in place. Hint of movement in the air.
Yeah, looking for that front pad.
Goes on. Still a little bit too away, but he went for it. Enough on the bat. It should go to the boundary. It does. So opens his account with a boundary. Zakir.
Drew him into the shot, but too much width. We've also seen that the pitch is easy paced. It doesn't come off as quickly as you'd like off the pitch, and hence Hassan able to control it very nicely.
To the left-hander. It does, but wrong line. Lovely clip shot off the legs. Should be another boundary. It is. So here Zakir Hassan picks up his 2nd boundary.
And perfect approach from Hassan. You just see the ball jagging around and going to your shell. You're asking for trouble, but this one on the pads, you clip it away, there's width, you guide it away. And without realizing it, the bowler will be under pressure.
Close, given. I'm sure they're going to go have a quick chat between the batters.
Height is the question. Yeah, he wants to review that, but for me, caught right in front. He's not a tall man.
Can we go to front on, please? Thank you. Ultra Edge coming up now. Yep, I've got a flat line as it goes past the bat, so we've got no bat involved. pitching outside off, impact in line and hitting the wickets, umpire's call. So you'll be staying with your original decision of out. Chris, I'll let you know when you're on screen. You're on screen now, signal now.
Zakir Hassan departs. Success for Sri Lanka. He goes for 9. Bangladesh 11 for 1.
Oh, that looks close and given him. Sharp inward movement. Nazmul Hossain Shanto still discussing with his partner whether to review it or not. Yes, he goes upstairs.
Front coming up now, Chris. Ultra edge coming up now. Clear gap between bat and ball, and ball tracking coming up now, Chris. Impact is in line and hitting the wickets. 3 reds, so you'll be staying with your original decision of out. I'll let you know when you're on screen. You are on screen now. Signal now.
Yep. It looked dead plumb right away, and Bangladesh loses their 2nd wicket, that to off skipper Nazmul Hossain Shanto. It's a big, big blow for Bangladesh. He departs after scoring 5. Bangladesh 17 for 2. Nicely behind that one. Finds the gap as well. And will get the boundary. His first boundary of the innings.
Though that boundary went behind square, I thought Mahmood Hassan Joy was in total control. Slightly shorter, the line was outside the yaw stump, all around the ground, and Dinesh Chandimal at cow point had no chance. Only have to be slightly shorter in this pitch. It's easy pitch.
Finds that outside edge, but lucky enough, goes to the vacant area for a boundary, creating that angle. Rajita coming around the wicket to the left-hander, wide of the crease, taking the ball into the left-hander. Almost gets the success, getting that outside edge.
Soft hands, found that gap perfectly. Just a good delivery. I thought Mominul Haq played it well. He played the correct line. Outside edge and taken. Kasun Rajitha strikes for Sri Lanka for the first time today. And the former captain Mominul Haq being taken easily in the 3rd slip by Kamidu Mendis.
That was the plan. Bowling wide of the crease to the left-hander, creating the angle, try to square him up. Almost got success in the previous ball, but this time he gets the better of Mominul Haq. And a sharp catch taken at slip. Bangladesh are in a spot of bother now. They lost their 3rd wicket. That too of former captain and experienced Mominul Haq. He departs after scoring 5. Bangladesh 31 for 3. Nicely negotiated, Mahmood Hassan Joy. Yeah, it's time to call it a day. Been a fantastic day of Test match cricket here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, where both the sides would feel they've done their bit, but in the end it's Sri Lanka who would feel they have got the upper hand in the final hour of the day.
In the end, Sri Lanka mustering 280 and most importantly, picking up 3 wickets in the 10-over spell. First session, clearly it's Bangladesh, and the rest 2 sessions, Sri Lanka dominating to end the day on a high note.
Yeah, Bangladesh need to come up with something special in the 2nd day of the Test match, and will resume the 2nd day tomorrow.
The Fernando and Rajda was fantastic. Fernando picking up a couple of wickets, both the left-handers trapped LBW by both the fast bowlers bowling 5 overs each.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell icon. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Download T-Sports app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit tsports.com.